Amnesty International says fighters were wearing Iraqi police uniforms tortured and executed civilians in villages south of Mosul. Let's speak to Lynn Maalouf. She's the Deputy Director of Research at the Beirut Regional Office for Amnesty International, joining us from Beirut. Thanks for being with us on the News Hour. Just tell me what your team found in Iraq.
Thank you for having me. Our team has been on the ground since the beginning of the Mosul operation, and they have been able to investigate several incidents. These incidents that we talked about this morning, the report that we released this morning have to do with certain incidents of torture and extrajudicial killings. So we do call today on the authorities to conduct proper investigations into these reports.
And speaking of the authorities, the Interior Ministry spokesman coming out and denying there have been any violations and saying Iraqi forces respect human rights and international law. Your reaction to that statement?
Yes, so we are aware of these denials, but our position is to say that we call even more strongly on the authorities to conduct the relevant, transparent, independent investigations into these reports. And then after that, once we do have the findings that are clearly put out in the public, then we can talk about denying these facts or not. It is crucial at this point, as the operation is ongoing and the Iraqi authorities are effectively putting their taking control over these areas, to ensure that trust is maintained with the civilian population. And one of the ways to do that is to investigate these kinds of reports.
How widespread are such reported violations? And also, as Amnesty International, how do you push for the protection of civilians to ensure these things don't take place?
So our role is really to shed light on these types of violations, and we have been investigating violations from all sides. We're not talking massive scale. We're talking about incidents that we have been able to document as a small research team with our limited resources. We know about up to 6 people at the end of October who have been killed, and these are the incidents that we are calling for to be investigated. But these types of violations have also been documented as early as May with the Fallujah operation, with also a number of people who were killed, a number of civilians. So it's not about scale, it's about making sure that these types of violations do not continue to occur as the operation continues, as the military occupation continues, and with the proper investigations, these can serve as a deterrent for future acts of revenge against the civilian population. But our main call has always been the protection of civilians first and foremost.
Okay, Lynn Maalouf, we thank you for joining us on Al Jazeera from Beirut.